Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Harvest Moon SNES. Today it is summer 23rd, and it's raining, so we might actually get 2 days of work done reasonably, in a reasonable amount of time, which is fantastic. I've been waiting for this for a long time, but we still gotta milk and brush our cows before we sell anything. I got a new spread of topics to talk about, so I don't think that I'll run dry of topics. I really hope I don't. So yeah. One thing that I do want to mention about selling crops and stuff, it's actually really heartbreaking. Just after last episode, oh wait, I should get my paper. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, last episode, after it, I went ahead and looked at my ending one more time to, get my stats on my game. And there was one thing that really set me off. And that was the amount of corn I have sold. At the end of the game, it tells you how many of what you sold, how many of each crop, and my corn total, as of last episode, was 540, I believe. Yeah, 540, which means, and I remember when I was talking about the scoring, in an earlier episode, I talked about how there was this number, it's around 500. Where the game sort of resets the amount of points you get for your crops at around 500, and it resets it back to 0. And that's what happened to me. I overshipped by about 39 corn pieces, which really sucks, like a lot. And because of this, I lost 30 points to my Ranch Master score, which, I mean, yeah, it's not a lot. Oh, I already told those. It's 30 points isn't a lot, but I mean, it's 30 points that I missed just because I overshipped on corn, which really bites. And then also with my tomato total, was 453, so I can only sell 43 more pieces of tomato, around 43. Pieces of tomato before that resets too. So I have to keep an eye on that and how many tomatoes I sell on each day in each episode, so that I don't oversell on those either. So yeah, that is the tragedy that happened between last episode and this one. I also got a couple other numbers that I can talk about. I'm missing 70% of my development rate, which is losing me about 35 points right now. If I develop my farm more, I can get up to 35 more points, which is really cool. If I had 5 more cows, I could get, or 5 more cows? Yeah, I have 7, I can have 12. If I have 5 more cows, I can get 15 more points, which isn't a lot. But then if I improve their happiness rating a lot, then I can get more points. The cow's affection rating is probably the biggest factor in your end game score. And it sucks that I only have about 6 cows to really affect my score. The 7th cow is still really young and probably won't really like me all too much. Oh, darn it. Oh wait, yeah, I can sell corn. I sold 2 tomatoes today? I think so. But yeah, I can sell more corn because now the game is going back through its cycle and going back up in how many corn I sold. So yeah, for every 16 I'm getting 1 more point. Which is really cool. But it's not cool that I oversold. Okay. And I'll have to rewater all of these because I harvested them, which really sucks. Yeah. Anyway, last episode I told you that I got a partnership with Fullscreen, and that is really cool. And I actually have some more topics about that, because there's some not interesting things, but some interesting things to talk about. I guess the first one can be the fact that because I work for Fullscreen and it's like partnered with YouTube, I basically work for YouTube. You know, I'm a YouTube partner. And because I work for YouTube, and YouTube is partnered with Google, in a sense, I basically work for Google now. And that's really cool. That's a really cool way to look at it. It's like one of my life dreams to work for Google, but not in this sense. However, you know, essentially I still work for Google, which is still really awesome. And yeah, I just thought that was an interesting way to look at becoming a partner. And another thing with that is, now that I'm partnered and the money that I do make, the very little money that I make now, whatever I do make, it's going to go towards my YouTube stuff. Primarily, it's going to recompensate me for everything that I've expended throughout throughout my time on YouTube. So, for example, my Dazzle or any recording programs that I've bought or stuff like that. It's going to basically, first, it's going to reimburse me. And then after that, it's going to become my income for just YouTube. So, yeah. Guess we'll just give this to Eve. Cool. I also looked at my oh no, I wasn't finished with that last topic. So yeah, the money that I make will go towards my YouTube career. It's gonna go towards games that I have to buy if I, you know, do buy it. It might go towards the new computer so that I can record a more more consistent video. It will go towards let's see, video games, editing software. I really want to get Sony Vegas, but that's like $2,000. Just kidding. I'm exaggerating there, but still, it's really expensive. Let's see, what else? Might go to giveaways if I get to that point where I feel comfortable in the amount of money I have. Let's see. And yeah, that's basically it. Which is really cool. Really cool indeed. See, which ones have I harvested? Harvested down here. And then I got down here. Stupid game not watering my plants even though it's raining. I think that's it. The corn. And also regarding the corn and my score, I don't think I'll be hitting 900. The most I'll get, if I strike a miracle, will be 800. But even then, that seems outrageous to me. It's going to be around 700, 750. So yeah, don't be too excited for my end game score. It's not going to be too high. And I guess to close out the episode, I wanted to talk about my commentary style. I'm more of a friendly, relaxed kind of commentator. I don't like to be too aggressive because I feel like if I'm too aggressive, I'll come off as being pushy or arrogant, and I don't want those labels. So, you know, I've just become the more reserved sort of Let's Player, and I think it's been really chill. I like people who are calm and collected in their Let's Play recordings. Sometimes if they spaz out once in a while, it's funny because you don't really expect them to, and when they do, it's of course funny. But other than that, I like a more calm one that I can just like put on and kind of listen to and just sort of relax to. You know, one of those. I certainly do not like the commentator styles who just scream at the microphone for 6 minutes straight over some overhyped game. It seems not worth it. Yeah, it's too outrageous for me to commentate like that, and I can barely stand to listen to that sort of brainless nonsense. Also, some sort of other styles that I've adopted is a viewer to creator connection. This is especially apparent with my last subscriber special, the 32 subscriber special, where I physically mailed them something, which is really awesome. And I also try to reply to comments all the time. I always PM people, new people who come by, whenever I get the first chance. You know, I custom make those messages, so they're not. I don't have them. I don't copy and paste. I write them every single time, and it's just fun doing that. I just really like being connected to my viewers because I feel like that's an important thing to have. When a viewer feels like they're part of the channel, that's a really awesome thing to have, because not only are they a viewer, but they're also like part of it, and it's awesome that way. And also another style that I've kind of neglected, but for the better, is to not commentate about stuff that I wanted to commentate about stuff that is timeless. So the biggest example here would be that I don't commentate about news. News, I feel like after a year or so, like somebody's gonna watch it a year later and they're gonna say, oh, okay, that happened a year ago. And it's just not gonna be important, relevant. It's not gonna be current, especially. Let's see, I shipped 2, plus 6 is 8, plus 4 is 12, plus 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18, plus 3 is 21, plus 4 is 25, plus 4 is 29, 30, 35. I might be able to ship all these tomatoes today without facing any penalties. Let's see, so this is 35 if I ship all of these in this batch. $35, well, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 41. Ooh, I'm walking all the way around that. Let's see, that's 41, this is 45, and I'm gonna go a little bit over. I can go a little bit over 43, just not by much. So that's 45 right there. I'm gonna go to 50. That will make me ship about 503 tomatoes. See, like that one didn't get shipped. I don't know it's getting shipped or not here. So that's my last tomato to ship. I'm not shipping any more. I will still grow them. Maybe I'll sell them to the peddler if he or she comes by. I don't really know what gender it is. Sell to the peddler. I don't think that counts as shipping. Let's see. And I can also give them out as gifts. I mean, that's fun. It's a different gift. Bam. But otherwise, I don't really need tomatoes. I guess I'll keep one patch growing. Maybe those 10. Or these 10. Or those 9. But yeah, I can really just stop watering some of those. I don't really need them. But yeah, I finally am finishing an episode on time today. This calls for some celebration. Yeah, celebration. Let's hug Joel a couple more times. Oh, you know what? That also reminds me. According with my affection rating with my the bachelorettes and my wife, I could be doing a little bit better on them. Ellen is perfectly fine. Eve is just about there. Anne and Nina need a little bit more work, and my wife even is missing a couple points, probably because I'm not sleeping with her um, regularly. So she's down to around 970, which I have to just give her a couple more presents to bring her back up, which isn't too hard to do. But yeah, we're hitting the last 5 days of summer. Um, it's gonna be over just like that. Just about 2, 3 more episodes, and it's done. So, yeah, thank you again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. It was definitely different, I feel like. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you join me for the next episode, and take care. See you next time.